Hello Sagittarius, welcome back, welcome if you're new. So we're going to go straight into your reading today, and we're going to go into the energies that you're connected to as well, and get messages from them, and yeah, there's lots of things going on. Pendulum at the end as well, so stick around for that at the end. So let's see, Sagittarius, what's going on for Sagittarius? So I'm going to get all the cards out, let's see. Ooh, on the deck we have desire. Okay, so I do feel like there's something that you're working towards here, Sagittarius, a wish, a desire here. I do feel like you do have a lot of responsibilities on your back right now, Sagittarius, that you are taking care of. But you're still holding out hope for this desire, this wish to come true. I do feel like you had been maybe in some, because this is about, it says battle here, so I do feel like for some of you, you've sort of been battling yourself here, which has been maybe coming out outwardly. Maybe a lot of people coming for you. Maybe you've always felt like you've needed to battle with things outside of you here, Sagittarius, but I do feel like you are holding on to hope here, you're holding on to your wishes, wants and desires, even if you do have a lot of responsibilities on your hands here, or on your back, I should say. So, let's see, Sagittarius, let's see what's in the past position. Oh, I love that. Seven of Pentacles for your present, and let's see for your potential future. We have the Death card. Ooh, let's see. Let's clarify these cards. Nine of Chalices, Page of Pentacles, and the Three. Oh, lovely. This is beautiful, Sagittarius. And we have the World on the bottom of the deck. Oh, you're moving away from old. This is beautiful. Sagittarius, we will further clarify these. We do have the Empress there with this Nine of Cups, and I do feel like this is you taking care of yourself rather than getting into these battles anymore. It's like, I feel like for you, you're just nurturing on yourself, you're loving on yourself, you're looking after you. Look at all these, they're looking at her. That's amazing. I love that. They're all looking at you, taking them steps forward here. You reflected with that Seven of Pentacles. This is awesome. And with that Nine of Chalices, it's like you're starting to get into focus what you do want in your life here, Sagittarius. You're starting to get what you want, what brings you happiness. I feel like for some of you, you're keeping your energy to yourself, sort of building on that, which is actually bringing a death to the old, where, you know, you're not taking all them responsibilities on your back anymore here, Sagittarius. And this is you moving into a more celebration mode with that Three of Cups here, maybe hanging around with friends a lot more, you know, connections coming in here. I do feel like this is a new beginning because you're moving away from old rooted belief systems. You're moving away from the old and moving into the new. It's like you're starting to sprout into this new beginning, and I feel like it has been small steps here, but it's like it's opening up to you because you have held on here, Sagittarius, to hope. You've held on to you know, renewal for yourself. And I feel like everything's paying off for you now because, again, it's like the death of the old. You know, I feel like for some of you, soul tribes coming in for you, maybe new friendships. So let's further clarify the Empress and the Nine of Chalices. We have hostilities, so it hasn't been without people coming in here. I feel like there has been a period of time where maybe you have had people come in wanting to argue with you, being hostile towards you because you are changing. And this usually is what happens when we go through our own changes and start looking after ourselves a little bit more. People start to get a little bit like touchy, and they're like, you've changed. And it's like, you know, because you're starting to take care of yourself more, and I feel like that's what you've done, which is why there's been so, because you're going through major changes. It's like people are starting to they pick up on that and they don't like it, quite honestly. So let's clarify that Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you've been listening to your guidance on, you've been taking small steps towards them. We've got action. So yeah, taking action. And I do feel like this has been small steps with that page. It's like you've been taking the smaller steps that you need. Taking from your own cup a little bit more. Some of you, you've possibly been eating better as well. You know, you've been taking care of yourself and taking action towards that, which is absolutely beautiful. So let's see why the Death and the Three of Chalices is here. Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So I do feel like for some of you, you are moving into a space where you're free to be who you are. You're free to express yourself the way that you want. Because again, it's like we got the woman holding the heart here because you love yourself more. Here, Sagittarius, and I feel like, you know, you've had some trials, tribulations on the way to get to this new beginning, to this new you. So let's see, the person that you're connected to, what's going on with them? So lovely, Sagittarius. I think the past couple of weeks yours has been about growth, to be honest with you, which is beautiful. I love seeing that. So let's see, the person that you're connected to, what's going on with them? Oh, Lord. We have here the Nine of Cups as well. Beautiful. Seven of Wands. Oh, looks like they're going through some tough times too. And we have the Seven of Swords. Oh, okay. So let's clarify that Nine of Cups. We have the Hermit. We also have the King of Wands there. And we have the Two of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. So I do feel like they may be wanting to come in with a love offer here with this Knight of Cups, but still not probably being shown this too well. I feel like they're trying to protect themselves in some sort of way here, Sagittarius. I do feel like they're in hermit mode right now, which is card of Virgo. They are going inwards. We do have fire here as well, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And we have water there, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And we do have air, so we have all elements really here on the table. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So I do feel like this person here, doesn't have to be, by the way, is looking at what they want. What's going to bring them happiness? What's going to bring them wish fulfillments? They're really going inwards about this, following their own guidance here. But there is a lot of, can I come back? This passion, my King of Wands, right? I'm just going to say this as it is. He's very passionate and he likes passion. He likes sex. I'm just going to say it as it is. He's very passionate. He's a king and he controls it very well. He's not like a Knight of Wands where he's in and out, but I do feel like he does want to come back. He does want to take action here if he's been away. It's causing them a lot of conflict, and I feel like for some of them they're fearing conflict around them if they do come back. Now with this Seven of Swords and the Two of Wands, I'm going to further clarify these anyway, but I do feel like they are looking at this, but they're being deceptive towards themselves. I feel like they are lying to themselves in some sort of way, because they're still shown up as a knight, all covered up there with a cup. I do feel like they may be even lied to others here, you know, and that's on them, that's not on you, it's not a reflection of you. I do feel like this person may be just worried about what the outside world perceives as I feel like there's factors in here that they're worried about here, but that's not on you. As I say, it's on them, because you're perfectly awesome as you are, Sagittarius, quite honestly. So let's see, why is the Nine of Cups here with the Hermit? We have the Daughter Spirit. So yeah, I do feel like they are gaining some wisdom through this time, because they're starting to listen to themselves. So let's see why that Seven of Wands is here with that King of Wands. They are trying to manifest this in. For some of them, I do feel like they are trying to manifest maybe sexy time with you, quite honestly. Fighting this a little bit. I do feel like they are fighting with should I, shouldn't I? Oh, it's always up to you, Sagittarius. You don't have to take this energy at all if you don't want to, but they are trying to manifest it in. So let's see why the Seven of Swords is here with that Two of Wands. We have the Daughter of Personal Healing and Happiness. So I feel like despite, because we have here the Goddess of the Moon, which is my intuition card as well, High Priestess. I feel like intuitively they know they do have feelings for you here with this Knight of Cups showing up. And they lie to themselves about, you know, how you make them feel, quite honestly. I feel like they do lie to themselves. And it's probably not just sex, quite honestly. This one came out straight away, so I'm going to take it. You make me want to do bad things. So yeah, I do feel like it's like they need to separate the passion from the love sort of thing. I feel like that's what they're trying to do, is separate the passion from the love and see what if there's feelings there sort of thing. And then I feel like there is feelings there. They're just lying to themselves instead of just, like, I feel like they just want passion. They want that passion. They want their cake and they want to eat it, so to speak. So they want the passion and they want the love, but they don't want to give the love in a commitment sort of way. That's all I want to say. So let's see. What else do I want to say to you, Sagittarius? I miss you, do you? So they do miss you. Ah, bless them. Again, I feel like they want to manifest this back. I want a fresh start with you. So I do feel like they do want to have a fresh start with you here, Sagittarius. Even though they are quite guarded here. And then bottom of the deck. You won't believe this one. I imagine you naked. Absolutely. I feel like this person's very much attracted to you, for sure. I feel like they just like to hide it, quite honestly, Sagittarius, and that's okay. That's on them. Keep moving forward, Saggy. I wouldn't... you just let the old things die. Keep moving forward, Saggy, for yourself. I love that. Let's see, Saggy. It's always your decision anyway. We have the storm wanted to come out. So again, I'm feeling like you have been through some storm moments here, Sagittarius. It's time to keep moving forward. We have here the Temple. So I feel like for some of you, you are respecting yourself more because you're starting to love yourself more. So you're respecting yourself more, which is causing this positive growth to happen for you. We also have here the Venom as well. And we have the thread. So I do feel like this has been a connection that has been important to you. I feel like a very strong connection. I feel like with the Venom as well, it's maybe be decisive with this person. You decide what you want. And I feel like for some of you, it's taking a look at what needs to go and what needs to stay. And not let... I feel like for some of you, you're starting to respecting yourself more. It's like, be careful of this coming back in, something like toxic or something that just wasn't working for you, or pattern of behaviour that wasn't working for you, not to allow that, because you've changed a lot. You've gone through a lot for your growth. And I feel like, you know, you do have that world, and it's like, it's always your decision of what path you take, but just be mindful if you're letting past energies back in and they're coming back the same way. Are you matching that? Do you want that for yourself? So just be mindful of yourself. And with that thread, I do feel like it is a strong connection here, Sagittarius. And we also have the shapeshifter. So for some of you, you might have become like a little bit of a chameleon here, where you try and fit in. You know, just be mindful of that, Sagittarius. Trust us, we've all been through it. So just be mindful of yourself at this time, and what you allow in, and what you want in your life. So let's see, Sagittarius, let's get you some advice, and then we're going to ask the pendulum a question. So get that question on your mind, and we'll ask the pendulum a question. So let's see, Sagittarius, what's the advice? We have expansiveness, surrender. I love that. We have grounded. And we have invite help as well. So let's see, invite help. Invite the divine to pursue you seriously. Just say, I'm finally ready. God, pursue me. I'm not particularly godly myself, do you know what I mean? But we'll take it. I do like these cards. So I do feel like for some of you, you need to ask your own guidance system the answers to your questions a little bit more, rather than look outside of you for them answers, because you do hold answers within you. You'll know what you want and what you don't want, and what works for you, what doesn't. So I do feel like, when you're coming up towards these things, decisions to make, whatever, ask yourself these questions first, and you will get answers. You just got to ask. Nobody seems to ask, and you won't get answers if you don't ask. So we have here expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained and exhausted ego. So I do feel like you are expanding a lot on your journey. I feel like you've had a lot of growth and lots of transformation throughout your own journey. And it's like you still got more to come. And I feel like, the ego does try and keep us in fear, keep us going back to comfort zones. But again, I feel like you're going to this new beginning because you've had so much growth. So we have here surrender. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if we're dying. The ego learns what's the hardest to stop trying to control the whole universe. So I do feel like for some of you, you do need to surrender to what is, accept what is. And, for some of you, if this person comes back the same, I feel like you need to be honest and true to yourself. This is not about being in your ego. It's about being true to you. And we have here grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity and courage. So I do feel like for some of you, you maybe need to get grounded a little bit more here, Sagittarius, because we do tend to go a little bit wild. I'm a Sagittarius myself, I do know. We tend to be a bit flighty. So, you can still go and do all them things that you like doing. Quite honestly here, what brings you joy, what brings you happiness, on this earthly plane, whether it's going for a walk, whether it's going swimming, or, enjoying your life in general. Life doesn't always have to be too serious, but for some of you, I do feel like, working towards your desires here, so the way that you want to be, the person you want to be, grounding yourself, so getting out in nature a little bit more, maybe for some of you, doing tasks around the house, that sort of thing. Anything to keep you grounded, anything to keep you present in your present moment, going to the fair for some of you. Love that. So let's see, Sagittarius, we're going to go and ask what is the answer to the question on your mind. So get a question in mind. You can pause the video if you like. And let's see, Sagittarius, what is the answer to the question that is on Sagittarius's mind? Oh, we have a yes, Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have the most beautiful day, and I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.